Welcome to this new book, a journey unlike any other, journey that will awaken your awareness, sharpen your focus, and teach you the true value of your most precious resource, your moments. There is a truth we often forget amid the rush of daily life. Time is more valuable than money. Money can be lost and earned again. Wealth can vanish and be rebuilt. But time, once it passes, it never returns. Every second that slips away is a fragment of our existence, gone forever. We live in a world that teaches us to chase numbers, to measure success by possessions, to value our worth through our bank accounts. Yet the greatest treasure has always been silently slipping through our hands. The hours of our lives, our days. These are the true currency of existence. What you do with your moments shapes who you are and what you will become. Every choice, every habit, every action is an investment in your most precious resource. Unlike money, time does not grow when spent carelessly. It diminishes. Waste it, and it is gone forever. Use it wisely, and it transforms your life in ways no wealth can buy. Each moment you live is part of your story, part of a journey that will never repeat itself. We often take it for granted, as if our seconds and hours are ordinary, while in reality, every passing moment is an opportunity that will not return. Time is not just a tool. It is a mirror reflecting your choices, intentions, and priorities. How do you spend your day? How do you invest your moments? Every answer is a lesson. Every experience is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more aware. This book is not a set of dry instructions about managing time. It's an invitation to discover the value of every second, to honor the present, to change your perspective, and to transform each minute into a building block of the life you wish to create. It is a journey toward deeper awareness, a more meaningful life, and the ability to say to yourself, I invest my life wisely. I live my moments fully, and I create a lasting impact. Every moment carries power beyond imagination. We often think a single second is insignificant, yet it can ignite a complete transformation in your life. One moment can alter the course of your day, your decisions, and even your destiny. The greatest challenge is not having time, but knowing how to use it wisely. Many drift through life unaware, losing hours to worry, hesitation, and distractions that add nothing to their journey. But those who recognize the value of the moment learn that every second is a chance to change, to grow, and to leave a lasting mark. When you begin to live consciously, you'll realize that your life is no longer just a series of passing days, but a journey of moments crafted with care and intention. Every choice you make, every action you take, every feeling you allow yourself to experience becomes part of your legacy, part of the power you hold to shape your life. This journey is not easy, but it is worth every effort. Start now, moment by moment, letting go of what drains you, focusing on what energizes and inspires you. Make every second count. Treat each moment as an investment in your true life, and bring each day closer to the dream you wish to realize. Time, that silent companion that never stops for anyone, flows like a river, unstoppable, moving forward whether we are ready or not. And here lies a truth most people ignore. Money can be lost and regained, but time, once gone, is gone forever. Think about it. How many people wish they could go back to childhood, back to their youth, back to yesterday, just to fix one small mistake? But no matter how much they try, it's impossible. Why? Because the hour that has passed has no key to open it again. That moment has burned like paper, leaving only ashes. Many people call money the real capital, but in reality, time is the true capital of the soul. Every single person on this planet, rich or poor, powerful or weak, receives the same 24 hours a day. The difference is not in the number of hours, but in how they are invested. Money can buy you a luxurious bed, but it cannot buy you sleep. It can pay for doctors, but it cannot purchase health. It can open the doors of palaces, but it cannot open a sincere heart. Time, however, time gives all of these things meaning. Without time, love is meaningless, success is worthless, and life itself is empty. So the real question you must ask yourself is, where does my time go each day? Does it go into something that builds you, or does it slip away into distraction and emptiness? Time is like money in the bank. If you don't know how to spend it wisely, it will vanish, and one day you will regret every wasted minute. And here's the truth we must face. How many times have we chosen money over time? How many times have we sold our peace, our health, even our dreams, just to chase after more income? But when people reach the end of their lives, they don't wish for more money. They wish for more time. Time to love, time to forgive, time to live. So let's change the way we look at life. Time is worth more than gold, more than any bank account. The one who protects their time protects their entire life. From the moment we are born, society trains us to chase after money. We are told that money is the key to security, freedom, and happiness. We grow up believing that if only we had more of it, life would finally begin. But this is an illusion. Money can make life easier, yes. It can buy comfort, opportunities, and stability. But beyond a certain point, money does not add value to our existence. It only distracts us from what truly matters. Time, on the other hand, is the one resource that defines the quality of our life, whether we realize it or not. Ask yourself, what would you choose if I offered you $1 million today, but told you that you would not wake up tomorrow? Almost everyone would reject that deal. Why? Because in that moment, the truth becomes clear. Time is life, and life is priceless. Yet ironically, many people live as if their time has no value. They waste hours in meaningless arguments, endless scrolling, and empty distractions. They trade entire years of their life for jobs they hate, for approval they don't need, for goals that are not even their own. And by the time they realize what they have lost, it is too late. The tragedy is not that life is short. The tragedy is that we waste so much of it. Every hour spent unconsciously is an hour stolen from your future. Every day lived without purpose is a day you will never get back. Money creates the illusion of control. You can save it, multiply it, and spend it whenever you want. But time is brutally honest. You cannot store it. You cannot borrow it. You cannot trade it. Every tick of the clock is a reminder. This moment is passing whether you use it or not. And so, the question becomes, how much of your life are you trading for money? And is the trade worth it? Because at the end, nobody lies on their deathbed wishing they had spent more hours at the office. They wish for more time with family, with friends, with themselves. They wish for moments of joy, of peace, of love. They wish for the things that money cannot buy. Time is the canvas on which your life is painted. Money is just one of the colors you can use, but without the canvas, the colors mean nothing. Every human being on this earth is given a hidden fortune at birth. Time, it is the greatest wealth we will ever receive. But unlike money, it does not come with a balance sheet. We don't know how much of it we have. Some are given 80 years, some 50, some only a few. And the mystery of it all is that none of us knows when our account will run out. This uncertainty should awaken us. It should push us to treasure every moment as if it were pure gold. Yet, paradoxically, we treat time as if it were cheap, spending it carelessly, wasting it without thought, until one day, we discover that the account is nearly empty. Imagine this. If a bank deposited $86,400 into your account every morning, and you were forced to spend it all by night, or lose it forever, what would you do? You would spend it wisely, wouldn't you? You would use every cent, making sure nothing went to waste. Well, every day, life deposits 86,400 seconds into your account. And every night, whatever you didn't use with intention is gone forever. There is no refund, there is no rollover. There is only now. This is why time is the true currency of life. How you spend it determines the wealth of your soul. Some people spend their time in resentment, gossip, and negativity, buying misery with the most valuable resource they have. Others invest their time in learning, creating, connecting, and loving, buying growth, joy, and meaning. Money can be stolen, but nobody can steal your time without your permission. Every second you give to something or someone is an act of choice, whether you realize it or not. So the question becomes, are you investing or are you wasting? The richest person in the world is not the one with the largest bank account, but the one who spends their time with purpose. The one who wakes up each morning knowing their minutes matter. the one who turns ordinary hours into extraordinary memories. At the end of life, you will not measure your success by the money you earned, but by the life you lived. Your true wealth will be found in the laughter you shared, the love you gave, the lessons you learned, and the moments you cherished. So remember, time is not just passing, it is being spent. And once spent, it is gone forever. Time is the most silent thief of all. It does not knock at your door. It does not ask for permission. It simply takes. One day, you look in the mirror and realize that years have passed. Childhood is gone. Youth has faded. Moments you thought would last forever are now only memories. The cruel thing about time is that it hides its theft. It does not steal in one blow, but in tiny, invisible fragments. A minute here, an hour there. We don't notice it until the collection is gone. We waste an evening, then a week, then a year, convincing ourselves there will always be more. But there will not always be more. Every wasted hour is a seed that could have been planted. Every ignored day is a door that could have been opened. Every careless year is an opportunity that will never return. The thief is silent, but the loss is eternal. And yet time is also fair. It gives to all of us equally. The rich cannot buy an extra hour. The powerful cannot demand a longer day. The poor are not given less. The universe hands every human the same gift each morning, 24 hours. What you do with it defines your destiny. Some people treat time as if it were infinite, throwing it away without thought. Others treat it as sacred, guarding it, protecting it, and using it with care. And the truth is simple. The way you use your time will shape the life you end up with. If you give your time to distractions, your life will be full of emptiness. If you give your time to growth, your life will be full of progress. If you give your time to love, your life will be full of connection. If you give your time to nothing, your life will become nothing. The thief is silent, but you can resist it. You can resist by living consciously. By asking yourself each morning, how will I spend this irreplaceable gift today? Do not wait for time to show you what you lost. Wake up to what you still have. Because one day, the silent thief will come for all of us. And the only thing that will matter is how well we spent the moments we were given for centuries. People have measured wealth in gold, in land, in numbers written on paper, or digits glowing on a screen. But the truth is this: none of these define real wealth. The true measure of wealth is time well spent. Ask yourself, what is the value of $1 million if you have no time to enjoy it? What is the meaning of a beautiful house if you never sit within its walls in peace? What is the worth of success if you never have the time to feel it, to celebrate it, to live it? Wealth is not how much you accumulate, but how deeply you live. It is not the size of your bank account, but the richness of your experiences. It is not the possessions you own, but the moments that own youth, the memories that stay with you long after the money is gone. Think about the elderly. When you sit with them, they don't speak with shining eyes about money they once had. They speak of people, of days, of moments of laughter shared, of journeys taken, of love given and received. They measure their life not in dollars, but in memories. And in that measurement lies the truth. Time is the currency of life, and memories are its treasures. Money can create comfort, but time creates meaning. Meaning is the only wealth that cannot be taken from you. The man who spends an evening playing with his child is wealthier than the billionaire, who has no time to see his family. The woman who takes an hour to walk in nature, breathing in peace, is richer than the executive trapped in endless meetings, chasing numbers on a screen. So, if you truly want to be rich, do not only ask, how much money am I making? Ask instead, how am I spending my time? Because time is life itself. The one who learns to spend it wisely becomes the richest soul alive every day. Life places before us 1,000 choices. Most of them seem small, insignificant, even invisible. But it is these choices repeated over days and years that shape the destiny of our time. When you wake up in the morning, you face a question. Will you give your first hour to growth or to distraction? Will you rise with purpose, or will you waste the gift of a new dawn? Each moment is a fork in the road, leading you either closer to your dreams or further away from them. Time is not lost in a single mistake. Time is lost in the quiet habits that steal it piece by piece. The endless scrolling, the unnecessary arguments, the hours of procrastination. None of these seem dangerous in the moment, but together they form a silent pattern that eats away at your life. And yet the same law applies in the other direction. Single moment of discipline, repeated daily, can transform your existence. Reading one page each day builds wisdom. Exercising for just a few minutes each morning builds strength. Choosing silence over anger saves relationships. Choosing presence over distraction creates memories. The way we spend our time is the way we shape our identity. The person who spends time creating becomes a creator. The one who spends time learning becomes wise. The one who spends time loving becomes a source of light. Every choice is a seed planted in the soil of time, and one day, the harvest will come. This is why it is not enough to chase money. Money only measures the external. Time measures the internal. And if you do not control your time, someone else will. Society, advertisements, distractions, the demands of others, they will all claim the hours of your life if you do not guard them. So pause and ask yourself, who owns my time? Is it my dreams, my purpose, my values? Or is it the noise, the pressure, the endless demands of a world that never stops taking? The secret is this: every moment is a choice. And every choice is a statement of what you truly value. If you choose wisely, time will become your greatest ally. If you choose poorly, it will become your greatest regret. Because at the end, life is nothing more than the total of the choices you made with your time. Every moment you have is an investment. It's just like money. If you spend it carelessly, you end up poor. But if you invest it wisely, it multiplies, creating wealth that lasts far beyond the moment. The most valuable investments are not in stocks, businesses, or luxury items. They are in experiences, growth, relationships, and self-discovery. Every hour you dedicate to learning, creating, or connecting compounds into something priceless. Every second spent nurturing your mind, body, and soul builds the wealth of your life. Think about it. When someone passes away, no one remembers the hours they spent scrolling through social media, arguing, or worrying about trivial things. What people remember are the moments of love, courage, kindness, and presence. What people remember are the choices that made life meaningful. Investing your time wisely requires clarity. You must know what matters, what aligns with your values, and what will leave a lasting impact. It requires courage to say no to distractions, to trivial obligations, and to activities that consume hours without giving anything in return. Saying no is not a loss, it is a powerful investment in your most precious resource. Every day you make hundreds of decisions about how to spend your time. Each one is like a tiny deposit into your life's account. Spend wisely, and you will accumulate fulfillment, wisdom, and memories. Spend carelessly, and you will find your life slipping through your fingers, full of regret and missed opportunities. The ultimate truth is simple. You are the steward of your own time. No one else can spend it for you, save it for you, or reclaim it once it is gone. The way you choose to invest your hours determines the richness of your life far more than any bank balance ever could. So today, decide to invest in what truly matters. Protect your time, guard it fiercely, and channel it toward the things that will leave your life and the world richer. As we come to the final episode, one truth stands above all others. Time is the most precious gift you will ever have. It cannot be earned, it cannot be bought, it cannot be borrowed. Every second is fleeting, yet every second is an opportunity, a chance to create, to love, to grow, to live fully. The real measure of a life well lived is not the money accumulated, the possessions owned, or the status achieved. It is how you spent your time. It is the moments you gave your presence to, the love you shared, the lessons you learned, the impact you left on others, and the peace you cultivated within yourself. Consider this. When you are gone, what will remain? Not your bank account, not your material wealth. What remains are memories, stories, legacies, and the influence you had on the people around you. Time is the soil in which your legacy grows. The way you spend it today shapes the story you leave behind tomorrow. So ask yourself every morning, how will I honor this day? How will I use the time I have been given? Live with purpose, act with intention, Guard your hours as the treasures they are, because every moment is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life, and every choice shapes the masterpiece you will leave behind. Do not wait. Do not postpone. Do not let the world steal your time with endless distractions and meaningless busyness. Step into each day consciously, with awareness and gratitude. Spend your time on what matters, and you will find that life itself becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful than you ever imagined. Remember this always: time is life, and life is priceless. Protect it, invest it, cherish it. And in doing so, you will discover the true wealth that no money can ever buy: a life lived fully, deeply, and intentionally. Time is not just a resource, it is a rhythm, a pulse that beats steadily whether we notice it or not. Life itself flows in cycles: moments of work, moments of rest, moments of reflection, moments of action. Those who master the rhythm of their time master the flow of their life. Most people live as if life is random, reacting to the next urgent thing, chasing after deadlines, responding to constant demands. They fail to see that life has a rhythm, and the one who aligns with it experiences a sense of harmony, balance, and true productivity. Mastering time is not about cramming more tasks into your day. It is about understanding the natural flow of your energy, your focus, and your priorities. It is about placing the right actions in the right moments, so that every hour contributes to your growth, your joy, and your purpose. Think about it. The most successful people in history did not work tirelessly without pause. They mastered their rhythm. They knew when to create, when to rest, when to learn, when to act. They respected the natural flow of their lives, and in doing so, they turned ordinary hours into extraordinary achievements. Every moment you waste resisting your rhythm, every hour you ignore your natural energy, is a loss. But every moment you honor it, every hour you dedicate to the right things at the right time, compounds into a life of fulfillment. Time, when mastered, becomes your ally. It no longer feels like a thief stealing moments, but a partner helping you grow, helping you create, helping you leave a legacy. Your life becomes a symphony, each note carefully played, each pause intentional, each beat meaningful. So listen closely to the rhythm of your own life. Align your actions with your energy. Protect the sacred flow of your time. And remember, mastering your time is mastering your life itself. Every moment you live leaves a mark. Some are small, almost invisible. Others are monumental, shaping the course of your life and the lives of those around you. Time is not just a measure, it is a legacy in motion. Most people focus on the future or dwell on the past, forgetting that the present is the only place where legacy is created. Every choice, every action, every conversation contributes to the story you leave behind. Your life is a mosaic, built from the fragments of countless moments. Some moments are golden, full of meaning and impact. Others are wasted, fading into nothingness. The irony is this: we spend so much effort acquiring money, prestige, or possessions, yet the true legacy is intangible. It is not found in what you own, but in how you spend your time, how you touch others, how you grow, and how you show up in your own life. Imagine your life as a garden. Every minute is a seed. If you plant carelessly, weeds take over. You plant with intention, water, and care, your garden flourishes. Moments of love, creativity, learning, and courage are the seeds that grow into something eternal. Moments of neglect, distraction, and fear are the seeds of regret. Time gives everyone the same opportunity, 24 hours each day. But only those who recognize the value of each hour and who dedicate it to meaningful pursuits will harvest a life that matters. Every moment spent intentionally compounds into wisdom, joy, and fulfillment. Every moment wasted compounds into regret, emptiness, and longing. So today, commit to leaving a legacy with your time. Treat every hour as sacred. Spend it with awareness, with love, with purpose. Plant seeds that will grow long after the minutes have passed. Because the true measure of life is not in what you accumulate, but in the moments that accumulate in the hearts of others and in the soul you cultivate within yourself. Time is a gift, but like any gift, it requires care and discipline. Freedom without structure is chaos. Opportunities without preparation are wasted. The way we manage our time reflects the depth of our self-discipline, and self-discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Many people talk about wanting a fulfilling life, achieving their goals, and creating meaning. Yet few realize that the foundation of all of this is the discipline to manage each moment intentionally. It is the ability to choose what matters over what is easy. It is the courage to say no to distractions, to temptations, and to the trivial demands that steal your hours. Discipline is not punishment. It is not restriction. It is a form of respect for your dreams, for your potential, and for the irreplaceable time you have. Every hour you structure, every day you plan, every routine you honor, builds the life you desire. Think of time as a river. If you do not control it, it will sweep you away. But if you learn to navigate it, to channel it, and to direct it with purpose, it becomes a powerful force that carries you toward your greatest achievements. The disciplined person does not waste time regretting the past or fearing the future. They act in the present, aware that every moment is an opportunity to move closer to their vision. They guard their hours like treasure, understanding that what they invest today becomes the reality of tomorrow. Discipline transforms time from something fleeting into something powerful. It turns ordinary minutes into progress, ordinary days into milestones, and ordinary years into a life of significance. So commit to the discipline of time. Treat every hour as sacred. Make choices that honor your dreams, your growth, and your purpose. And remember, the way you master your time is the way you master your lifetime is invisible, yet it is the most valuable wealth we possess. Unlike money, it cannot be seen, counted, or stored, yet its value surpasses everything else. Every second holds potential, every minute holds opportunity, and every hour carries the power to shape your life. Most people chase visible wealth, money, possessions, status, but invisible wealth to me is what truly determines the richness of life. You can have everything money can buy and still feel poor if your time is wasted. You can have very little money and yet live a life overflowing with richness if your time is invested wisely. The invisible wealth of time is measured not in hours, but in moments lived fully, experiences embraced, and impact created. It is reflected in the lives you touch, the skills you develop, the knowledge you gain, and the love you give. This is the wealth that cannot be stolen, lost, or devalued. Consider this. Two people can wake up at the same time, but one may spend the day in distractions, complaints, and wasted effort, while the other may spend the same hours learning, creating, and connecting. Now, the difference in their lives will be monumental, even though the clock is identical for both. Invisible wealth requires attention, awareness, and care. It calls on you to invest your hours in what truly matters: growth, relationships, meaning, and purpose. Every act of focus, every intentional choice, every hour spent with awareness compounds into this wealth that cannot be measured by money. So, treat your time as the treasure it is. Protect it from waste. Invest it in the things that build your life, your soul, and your legacy. And remember, those who understand the invisible wealth of time are the richest of all. Even if the world does not see their fortune, time becomes truly valuable when it is lived with presence. Presence is the awareness of each moment, the full engagement with life as it happens, without distraction, without regret. Without longing for what is past or fear of what is coming, many people live their lives on autopilot, moving through days without noticing the beauty, the lessons, and the opportunities around them. They are physically present but mentally elsewhere, thinking about tomorrow, ruminating on yesterday, or lost in endless distractions. In doing so, they lose the very essence of life, the now. Presence transforms ordinary time into extraordinary time. A simple conversation becomes meaningful. A mundane task becomes purposeful. A quiet moment alone becomes a source of insight and clarity. Being fully present allows you to experience time rather than merely endure it. Consider this: a walk in nature, a meal shared with a loved one, a moment of reflection. These are hours that money cannot buy. These are the moments that define a life rich in meaning. When you are present, time expands. Minutes feel longer, experiences feel deeper, and life feels fuller. Presence is also a shield against the thief of time, distraction. When you are truly engaged in the moment, there is no space for mindless scrolling, anxiety, or regret. Your time is no longer stolen. It is consciously invested in what matters. The power of presence is a practice. It requires patience, mindfulness, and intention. Each day, make the choice to show up fully, to feel deeply, to act deliberately, to embrace the life you are living right now. Remember, time is not just measured by its passing, it is measured by how fully you inhabit it. The person who lives with presence is not only wealthy in hours, they are rich in experience, wisdom, and the profound joy of being alive. Life is not made up of years or decades, it is made up of moments. And within these moments lie the choices, actions, and awareness that define who we are and who we become. Time is the canvas, and each moment is a brushstroke painting the portrait of our lives. Most people underestimate the importance of small moments. They wait for grand events, thinking that life's meaning will only appear in the extraordinary. But the truth is that extraordinary lives are built from ordinary moments lived consciously. A kind word, a deliberate action, a pause to reflect all can shape a future far greater than any monumental achievement. The challenge is awareness. Too often, we allow our moments to slip by, unnoticed, lost to habit, distraction, or mindless routine. We forget that once a moment passes, it is gone forever. There is no undoing, no returning, no second chance. The power to define our life exists only in the present. Every choice you make with your time compounds. Every decision to act with intention, to focus, to create, to love, adds richness to your life. Every choice to ignore, delay, or waste diminishes the wealth of your existence. Think of your life as a book. Each day, each hour, each minute is a page. The words you write today form the story that will be remembered. Will your story be full of depth, meaning, and purpose? Or will it be empty pages, filled with regrets of time lost? The moments that define us are not the ones we wait for, they are the ones we choose, the ones we live fully, the ones we invest with intention. Master these moments, and you master the art of life. Time is fleeting. Life is fragile. But every moment you honor, every second you embrace, becomes a permanent part of the legacy you leave behind. Time, unlike money, is finite. Once it passes, it is gone forever. This reality makes prioritization not just important, but essential. Every moment you spend on one thing is a moment you cannot spend on another. The question is simple but profound. What truly deserves your time? Many people live reactively, letting urgent but trivial matters dictate their hours. Emails, notifications, social expectations, they all demand attention. And without intention, they consume your life. Prioritization is the conscious act of deciding what deserves your energy, focus, and presence, and what does not. Think about your dreams, your growth, your relationships. Each of these areas requires time, care, and consistent attention. If you allow distractions to dominate, your priorities will wither, and the life you hope to build will remain just a wish. Prioritization is not about doing merit. It is about doing what matters most. It is not about busyness. It is about significance. Every choice to invest in your purpose, in your learning, in your loved ones, multiplies the value of your time. Every choice to indulge in mindless activities diminishes it. The art of prioritizing also requires courage. You must be willing to say no to good things in order to say yes to the best things. You must guard your time fiercely, understanding that how you spend your hours is how you spend your life. When you master this art, you become the architect of your existence. You design a life that reflects your values, your goals, and your passions. Your days become deliberate, your hours meaningful, and your moments powerful. Remember, time is the only resource that can never be replaced. Master the art of prioritizing. And you master not only your schedule, but your life itself. One of the greatest lessons in valuing time is learning the power of saying no. Every yes we give has a cost, the cost of the moments we could have spent elsewhere. And the most expensive yes is the one that steals your focus, your energy, and your life. Many people struggle with saying no. They fear disappointing others, missing opportunities, or being judged. Yet every unnecessary yes is a silent thief, quietly robbing your hours and fragmenting your life. The truth is simple. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something essential. Protecting your time requires courage and clarity. You must know your priorities, your goals, and the life you wish to build. Only then can you decide which yes is worth giving and which no is worth standing firm on. Saying no is not selfish shit, is self-respect. It is an acknowledgement that your time is priceless and that your life is worth protecting. Think of your time as a sacred garden. Every yes is a seed you plant. Will it grow into something meaningful, or will it crowd out the flowers you truly wish to cultivate? Guard your garden. Water only the seeds that matter. Weed out the distractions that drain your life. Saying no also creates space for yes. When you free yourself from trivial obligations, you make room for meaningful work, joyful experiences, and deep connections. You gain clarity, energy, and the freedom to live intentionally. Remember, your time is your life. Every choice, every boundary, every decision to protect it shapes the life you will ultimately live. Guard it fiercely, invest it wisely, and never apologize for honoring the most valuable resource you have. Time alone does not create success. It is how you use it that transforms hours into achievement. Every great accomplishment, every meaningful contribution, every masterpiece in the world has been built from intentional use of time. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is not luck, it is the discipline to invest their hours with purpose. They understand that every minute wasted is opportunity lost, and every focused effort compounds into lasting results. Consider this. If you dedicate just 1 hour each day to learning a skill, creating something meaningful, or improving yourself, the cumulative effect over months and years is astonishing. Small, consistent, intentional actions turn ordinary days into extraordinary lives. Time also tests patience and persistence. Achievement rarely comes instantly. It comes through the steady, deliberate use of hours, days, and years. The person who understands this does not chase shortcuts. They embrace the process. They respect the rhythm of effort, the necessity of discipline, and the inevitability of growth. Turning time into achievement requires clarity of purpose. Without it, your hours may be spent running in circles, busy but unproductive. With it, each moment becomes a stepping stone, each task a building block, each day a foundation for your dreams. Remember, achievement is not about doing everything. It is about doing the right things consistently, with focus and intentionality. Time is the raw material. Your attention, your choices, and your discipline are the tools that shape it into meaningful results. Use your time wisely, Daye. Guard it, invest it, and let it work for you. Every moment is a chance to create, grow, and leave a lasting mark on the world. Time is more than a resource, it is a teacher. It teaches through experience, through reflection, and through the consequences of the choices we make. The passing hours hold lessons that no book, no mentor, and no external wealth can fully provide. Every day, time offers us opportunities to learn patience, resilience, and clarity. Every challenge, every success, every quiet moment of reflection is a lesson in how to live more wisely. The moments we cherish, the mistakes we make, and even the regrets we carry are all teachers in disguise, shaping our understanding of life and ourselves. Yet many people ignore the lessons of time. They rush, they procrastinate, they cling to illusions of control. They forget that time never stops, and every passing second carries a lesson if only we are willing to see it. The hours lost cannot be reclaimed, but the awareness gained from them can transform the future. Time teaches that patience is not waiting, it is growth in motion. It teaches that priorities matter more than urgency, that presence matters more than speed, and that meaningful actions outweigh mindless busyness. It teaches that life is measured not in achievements alone, but in how fully we engage with each passing moment. Those who listen to the lessons of time live differently. They respect their hours, they act with intention, they embrace each day as an opportunity to grow, to love, and to create. They understand that every second carries wisdom, and every moment is a chance to align their life with their deepest values. So, treat time as your greatest teacher. Learn from it. Grow with it. Honor its lessons. And remember, the life you build tomorrow is shaped by the wisdom you glean from the hours you spend today. Time, when mastered and respected, is the ultimate source of freedom. True freedom is not found in money, possessions, or external circumstances. It is found in the ability to choose how you spend each hour, each day, each moment. Many people feel trapped, controlled by obligations, distractions, and endless demands. They live on autopilot, moving from task to task, week to week, year to year, with little control over their own time. This is not freedom. This is captivity. But those who value and protect their time experience a profound liberation. They wake with purpose. They act with intention. They make decisions consciously, aware that every moment they claim for themselves is a declaration of independence. Freedom lies not in doing everything, but in doing what truly matters. Time allows you to choose your focus, your energy, and your presence. It allows you to invest in growth, creativity, relationships, and joy. It allows you to say no to the trivial and yes to the meaningful. And with this freedom comes a sense of empowerment, knowing that the life you live is yours, shaped by your choices and your priorities. Consider this: a person with few resources but control over their time may be far richer than someone with every material possession but no control over their hours. Freedom is not external, it is internal, cultivated through conscious management of the moments you are given. Honor your time, protect it, use it wisely. In doing so, you will discover that freedom is not something to wait for, it is something you create. Moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, time waits for no one. The most common obstacle to a meaningful life is not lack of resources, not lack of skill, but the hesitation to act in the present. Many people postpone their dreams believing there will be a better moment, a more convenient time, or a perfect opportunity. Yet life does not pause, does not wait for readiness. Courage is the bridge between intention and action. Every great achievement, every transformation, every lasting change begins with a single decision to move, to act, to engage with life fully. Waiting for the perfect conditions only wastes the most precious resource you have: time. Consider this: the person who begins today, imperfectly, even cautiously, will advance further than the person who waits endlessly. Time favors action. It rewards those who seize it consciously, those who dare to invest their hours in what matters most, rather than in fear or indecision. Courage does not mean you will never feel doubt or discomfort. It means you choose action despite them. It means prioritizing your life over your excuses, your dreams over your procrastination, and your purpose over your fear. Each moment of courage compounds, building momentum, confidence, and mastery over your own time. Acting now also transforms the intangible into the tangible. Ideas become projects, plans become accomplishments, and moments of hesitation become steps toward growth. Life expands when you act intentionally, and every hour reclaimed from delay is an hour invested in fulfillment. Remember, time does not wait, but it will reward those who engage with it courageously. Step forward. Begin now. Protect your hours, cherish your moments, and let your actions today shape the life you will remember tomorrow. The now is more than minutes, hours, or days. It is a silent companion, moving with you through life, shaping your experiences, and quietly marking your journey. Most people fail to notice it until it slips away, taken for granted, wasted on trivialities, distractions, or fear. Yet the present is not an enemy to conquer, it is a partner to honor. The first secret of the now is presence. Life does not happen in the past or the future. It happens in this very moment. Yet so often we are lost in memories or anxieties, forgetting that each instant is unique, unrepeatable, irreplaceable. To respect the now is to respect life itself, to meet each hour with awareness, gratitude, and intention. Presence transforms ordinary moments into profound experiences. Your journey unfolds quietly in the subtle choices you make, in the small actions you take, in the attention you give to what truly matters. Every decision, every encounter, every breath carries significance. The richness of your life is measured not in what you own or achieve, but in how deeply you inhabit the present. The rhythm of your days is a gift, a flow that guides you toward growth, understanding, and fulfillment. When you honor it, your journey becomes a masterpiece. When you neglect it, moments pass unnoticed, leaving regret in their wake. Guard the present. Cherish your hours. Line your actions with your purpose, and let each instant contribute to the life you wish to live. The now is not merely passing, it is shaping you, teaching you. It's offering you the freedom to create a life of meaning and depth. Every moment reclaimed is power regained. Every experience invested consciously is a step toward your true self, your highest potential, and the legacy you will leave behind. The present is your most precious companion. Treat it as such, and your life will become extraordinary. Every moment you live is a gift, fragile, fleeting, and irreplaceable. Yet most people treat their hours carelessly, letting them slip through their fingers as if they were endless. The truth is that each instant holds immeasurable potential, the potential to grow, to create, to love, and to leave a mark. The first step to embracing this gift is awareness. Notice the moments you often overlook, the quiet mornings, the subtle gestures of kindness, the fleeting thoughts that stir inspiration within you. Life's rhythm is composed of these small fragments. Neglect them, and your days feel empty. Cherish them, and your journey becomes rich, vibrant, and full of meaning. Living fully in the now requires courage. It asks you to let go of regrets that chain you to the past and worries that anchor you to an uncertain future. Each moment you allow to pass mindlessly is a moment you cannot reclaim. But each moment you embrace deliberately becomes a stepping stone toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Consider the ripple effect of your choices. A single, intentional act, an hour spent learning, a conversation held with presence, a kind gesture offered without expectation, can influence not only your life, but the lives of others in ways you cannot yet see. The power of a moment is invisible, but its impact is eternal. To honor each moment, cultivate routines and practices that anchor you in the now. Reflect, focus, create, and give attention where it matters most. Life's rhythm responds to your care, rewarding those who treat each instant as sacred. Remember, the gift of each moment is yours to unwrap, to experience, and to invest wisely. Guard it, nurture it, and let it shape the person you are becoming. The life you dream of is constructed from the moments you choose to live fully, consciously and courageously. Life is not a series of accidents. It is a journey shaped by the choices we make, the attention we give, and the moments we honor. Every day presents countless opportunities to live intentionally, yet most people drift, reacting to events instead of directing their own path. Intentional living begins with clarity. Know what matters most to you. Identify the values, goals, and relationships that define your vision of a meaningful life. Once you are clear, every decision, every action, and every moment can be aligned with this purpose. Your energy becomes focused, your efforts multiplied, and your life moves in harmony with your highest intentions. Consider how easily the rhythm of your days can be disrupted by distractions, obligations, and mindless routines. Without conscious choice, your hours pass like water slipping through fingers. But when you live intentionally, every moment gains depth. Even ordinary tasks become significant when performed with awareness and purpose. Intentional living is also about courage, the courage to say no to what drains you, the courage to embrace what challenges you, and the courage to pursue what fulfills you. Each deliberate choice builds momentum. Each thoughtful act compounds over days, weeks, and months, transforming ordinary life into extraordinary existence. Reflection strengthens this practice. Take moments to pause, to evaluate, and to adjust your focus. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my purpose? Are my actions honoring the life I wish to create? The answers guide you back to intentionality, helping you reclaim moments that might otherwise be lost. Remember, the power of life lies not in the hours themselves, but in how consciously you inhabit each moment. Every choice, every focus, every act of presence shapes the life you leave behind. Live with intention, and the rhythm of your days becomes a symphony of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Every life is measured not in possessions, achievements, or titles, but in how fully it is lived, how deeply each moment is embraced, how intentionally each hour is spent. The richness of your existence comes from the quality of the moments you inhabit, the choices you make, and the awareness with which you approach each day. The final lesson of this journey is simple yet profound. Life is fleeting, but your presence is eternal. Every conversation held with attention, every act of kindness, every effort toward growth leaves a trace beyond the passing minutes. Moments are the currency of your legacy, and how you invest them determines the story you leave behind. Living fully means letting go of what cannot serve your regrets, fears, distractions, and stepping courageously into the now. It means prioritizing the people, projects, and passions that align with your deepest values. It means cultivating habits that nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Each conscious decision transforms ordinary hours into extraordinary experiences. Reflection becomes your compass. Pause to consider. Am I living in accordance with my purpose? Am I giving my attention to what truly matters? These questions guide you back to presence and remind you that life is not a rehearsal. It is happening now in each heartbeat, each breath, each fleeting moment. The true mastery of life is not in controlling external circumstances, but in mastering the flow of your own existence. When you honor each moment, you honor yourself. When you act with purpose, you shape your destiny. When you invest in growth, you cultivate wisdom that endures beyond your lifetime. Remember, Doe, it is not the hours we count, but the depth with which we live them. Each moment is an opportunity to create, to love, to learn, and to grow. Guard your now. Cherish your journey. And above all, live fully, so that the legacy of your moments becomes a testament to a life well lived. Life is a continuous flow of moments, each one a thread in the fabric of your existence. Most people pass through this flow unaware, letting their days slip by in repetition, distraction, or delay. Yet the rhythm of life is constant, offering you countless opportunities to shape your destiny, to grow, and to leave a mark. The first secret to embracing this rhythm is conscious presence. Notice the ordinary moments that often go unnoticed, the gentle quiet of dawn, the subtle exchange of a smile, the fleeting inspiration that stirs within. Each instant is a building block, and the way you engage with it determines the structure of your life. Living fully in this rhythm requires courage and intention. It asks you to prioritize what matters most, to focus on your growth, relationships, and passions, and to let go of distractions that drain your energy. Every choice you make now echoes into the future, and every intentional act compounds over days, weeks, and years, shaping not only your life, but the lives of those around you. The rhythm of moments also teaches patience. Life unfolds not in leaps and bounds, but in steady progression, in the quiet accumulation of small, deliberate actions. Embrace the process. Celebrate the small victories. Trust that consistency and awareness carry you farther than bursts of impulsive effort ever could. Reflection enhances your mastery of this flow. Pause to ask, am I living intentionally? Am I present in the moments that define my journey? These questions guide you back to focus, reminding you that life is not a rehearsal. It is happening now in each breath, each heartbeat, each conscious decision. Remember, the eternal rhythm of moments is both your teacher and your ally. When you honor it, you gain clarity, freedom, and purpose. Each instant is a chance to grow, to create, to love, and to leave a legacy. Guard it, cherish it, and move with it deliberately, for your life's richness is woven from the depth and quality of the moments you choose to live fully. The present is the only moment that truly belongs to you. The past is a memory, the future a possibility. But the now, the moment you inhabit, is your gateway to growth, freedom, and fulfillment. Yet most people surrender it, letting distractions, worries, trivialities consume the hours that could shape their lives. Mastering the present begins with awareness. Notice the rhythm of your day, the cadence of your thoughts, the choices you make, and the way you respond to circumstances. Every instant you spend mindlessly is an opportunity lost. Every moment you engage consciously becomes a building block for the life you desire. Living fully in the present requires courage. Courage to let go of regrets that anchor you to the past, courage to release fears that pull you into the future, and courage to embrace the unknown with confidence. Each act of presence strengthens your inner discipline and compounds into clarity, wisdom, and resilience. The present also magnifies the value of your actions. 10 minutes of focused effort, one heartfelt conversation, or a single deliberate choice can ripple across your days, weeks, and months. Moments are not fleeting. They are the seeds of transformation. How you tend them determines the harvest of your life. Reflection is essential. Pause regularly to ask yourself, am I fully engaged with this moment? Am I directing my energy toward what truly matters? These questions guide you back to focus and purpose, ensuring that the flow of life carries you toward fulfillment rather than drift. Remember, the present is not merely a point in time, it is the canvas upon which your life is painted. Master it, and you gain control over your journey. Honor it, and your life becomes a tapestry of purpose, connection, and achievement. Each moment lived intentionally is a victory, a step closer to the person you aspire to become. And the life you are meant to create. Life unfolds in moments, yet few people truly live them. Most drift, reacting to circumstances, succumbing to distraction, or surrendering to routines that drain their energy. But there is a higher path, a way of moving through life where every choice, every action, and every thought is guided by intention. This is the art of living intentionally. Living intentionally begins with clarity of purpose. You must know what matters most, what you value, and what kind of life you want to build. Without this foundation, even the most energetic efforts can scatter, leaving days, months, and years lost to the trivial and the unimportant. Purpose acts as a compass, directing your energy toward what truly enriches your journey. The next step is deliberate action. Awareness alone is not enough. Intention must be translated into practice. Every hour, every decision, every interaction carries potential. By acting with focus and presence, you transform ordinary moments into opportunities for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Your life begins to take shape, not by chance, but by design. Intentional living also requires boundaries. To live with purpose, you must protect your energy, your attention, and your journey from distractions, obligations, and influences that do not serve your highest good. Saying no becomes a tool of empowerment, a declaration that your life and your moments are precious, not to be squandered. Reflection amplifies this practice. Pause frequently to assess whether your actions align with your intentions. Ask yourself, am I living in accordance with my values? Am I investing my energy in what matters most? Honest reflection keeps you aligned, focused, and moving forward with conscious momentum. Remember, living intentionally is both an art and a discipline. It transforms fleeting moments into meaningful experiences, ordinary actions into progress, and scattered energy into mastery. When you embrace this approach, life no longer happens to you, shaped by your choices, guided by your purpose, and enriched by your awareness. Each moment becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Each decision, a step toward the life you were meant to live. Master the art of living intentionally, and you master not only the present, but the legacy you will leave behind. Every moment is an opportunity and invitation to create, to learn, to grow, and to master yourself. Yet most people treat their days as if they are endless, unaware that the quality of their present moments shapes the mastery of their life. Mastery is not a distant goal. It is cultivated here and now in the choices you make every hour. The first step toward mastery is awareness of your own rhythm. Notice how your energy rises and falls throughout the day. Pay attention to when your mind is sharp, your focus is strong, and your creativity flows. Align your actions with this natural rhythm, and even small efforts compound into remarkable progress. Ignoring it leads to wasted energy, frustration, and moments lost to inefficiency. Mastery requires consistency over intensity. Grand gestures are inspiring, but they rarely sustain transformation. It is the quiet, deliberate, repeated actions, the habits formed, the focus maintained, the moments fully lived that accumulate into skill, wisdom, and fulfillment. Every hour invested with attention and purpose becomes a building block of your expertise and character. Equally important is reflection. Pause regularly to evaluate your journey. Ask, are my actions aligned with my vision? Are my choices moving me closer to the person I aspire to become? Reflection is the mirror in which mastery is seen. It reveals patterns, illuminates growth, and corrects course when you drift. Mastery is also about presence. To truly excel, you must inhabit each moment fully, immersing yourself in the task, conversation, or experience before you. Half-hearted attention produces mediocre results. Full presence magnifies effort, sharpens skill, and deepens understanding. The simplest tasks, performed with mindfulness, contribute to profound mastery over life. Finally, remember that moments are the currency of mastery. As we reach the end of this journey, remember this. Life is not measured by the wealth you accumulate or the titles you earn. Life is measured by how fully you live your moments. Every second you have been given is an opportunity, a chance to create, to grow, to connect, and to leave a mark that lasts beyond time. The lessons in this book are simple yet profound. Guard your attention, honor your presence, invest your energy in what truly matters. Live each day with intention, courage, and awareness, knowing that every small choice compounds into the life you are building. Do not wait for the perfect moment to start. Living fully, it does not exist. The perfect moment is now. The present is your greatest asset, and how you use it determines your legacy. Take with you this truth. Your moments are your life, and your life is your legacy. Make it meaningful. Make it intentional. Make it extraordinary. And as you close this book, carry forward the awareness that every heartbeat, every breath, and every choice is a chance to transform your world, starting with the life you are living today. Your journey does not end here. It begins anew, moment by moment.